Hello and welcome to Basketball Talk Pro. I'm Ron Ekker. As you know, if you've been listening to these videos, that I'm a firm believer that experience is the best way for you to learn. You just have to get your fingers dirty and roll up your sleeves and do a lot of work. If you're a player, you got to play a lot. If you're a coach, you got to coach a lot. And coaching a lot means doing more than just going out there to practice. So I have a little project for anybody who chooses to do it. Here's the scenario. Just imagine you're in your bed, it's 3 a.m. in the morning, your phone rings, you pick it up, you say hello, and there's a man's voice on the other end, and he introduces himself and says, "I'm the owner of the Detroit Pistons. We just fired our head coach tonight because we got beat by Philadelphia by 22 at home, and we just couldn't accept that. We got 22 games left, and we've narrowed it down to 5 people, but you're the guy we want. We'll offer you a 2-year contract, $5 million a year, but you got to be ready to go in about 2 hours. I don't even know where the closest airport is, but I'm sending my private plane down to pick you up. We'll schedule a team practice tomorrow afternoon, or as soon as we can get you in and get your contract signed. The media gets to meet you, and we play the following night. We've got New York coming in, and they're a team we need to beat. We got to try to get in the playoffs. So you're the guy. Do you want the job?" Well, I would imagine you'd say yes. So now you got the job. Now what are you going to do? Well, the owner says, "I'm going to email you a set of statistics." That's about all I can tell you, help you right now. But you can be looking at those on the plane ride up and make some decisions on what you want to do with the team when you get here. Now that's the setup. I want as many people who want to take the challenge to answer 4 questions for me based on the statistics that owner is sending you. I am going to send you those statistics. I'm going to attach them to the email you get describing today's video. You've been getting them all year long. And now I'm going to go over that statistic sheet with you. Not give you any answers, but I'm going to generally show you what's on those statistic sheets and how you can adjust them to make use for yourself. And then when you get that done, the 4 questions answered, I want you to email them to me. My email address is up there. It's on the email that you get every time. If you can't find it, just go to my website, and there's a place there to contact me. And I will make sure you get the correct email address. I want it by 6 p.m. Saturday. That's April 5th. And we will choose a select person that does the best job. Maybe 2, maybe 3, depending on how many people take part. The winners, if there is winners, have their choice. They can either take all 3 of my books, volume 1, 2, and 3, we'll send it to you free, or $25 off of the statistics course that is being processed, not being processed, but being finalized, hopefully this week. But the most you'll get out of this is the work that you will do to answer those 4 questions. And I'm going to do that right now. I hope I gave you time, but you can pause, this video. Go get yourself a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. so you can take notes, and you can also replay this as many times as you want to. It'll be up until Saturday morning, so you'll have time. So now, pause if you need to, but otherwise we're going to go to the film and go over the statistics. Okay, here is the information that I'm going to give you about the Detroit Pistons. You're the coach. They just gave you the job, and you've got 22 games left to do something with them, maybe get them into the playoffs. These numbers were geared at 60 games. When they were at 60 games, that left them with 22 to make that final spot in the playoffs. So I'm going to go through what all of this means, just generally. You're going to have to figure out a lot of it. Let me move this over a little bit so you get right. Yeah. Here are the names. They're not really important. Minutes that they played, field goals that they made. These are 2-point field goals, by the way. That's how many they attempted. That's their percentage. Then this is how many 3-point field goals they made, how many they attempted, and this is their percentage. Same with free throws attempted, percent. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, total rebounds, assists, personal fouls, steals, turnovers, block shots, points, the games they have played in. This is the value of their attempts. You remember how we figured that. It's the points scored in field goals. That's 2s and 3s. The points that are scored divided by the number of attempts. So you need to know that value, but we have gone over that. This is their rating. This is on my system, how they rate it. All the minutes are equal. So don't be deceived by the number of minutes. And then this is called our winning profile because these are the key areas to having a player that will give you the most or the least towards winning. And I'll slide over here a little bit. These are OER, DER. These are possessions, the possessions that each team averaged. This is OER and DER. Detroit 1.02 OER. Opponents 1.06 DER. Now on the bottom part here is their per minute production. In other words, how many total rebounds did they score in 1 minute of play? Or you can do it the other way and say, this is about 1/5 of a minute. So 5 times 5 would be, it would take 1 minute, 5 minutes to score 1 rebound. But you'll get the relationship as you go down here. Over here is their total DER and steals for them and for their opponents. These are their average numbers in each category. I'm going to slide back up. The per minute thing is pretty valuable when you see the questions I'm going to ask you. Now these are questions as a coach. If you actually became head coach of the Detroit Pistons, these are questions that you would have to have some answers for, not only for yourself and for your staff, but also those guys that wait for you after every game with their notebooks, about 20 of them, wanting to know why you lost or how you won. So you got to have answers. I'm going to slide over now. I told you about the winning profile. I put some grades in here to give you an idea of how they would stack up with other people in the league at their position. Now, here's the questions I want you to answer, and I'm going to put them on the email as well. Based on this sheet, this is all you got, Coach. What one area would you choose to improve, and how would you improve it? As you look through there, what do they need to improve? If it only can improve one thing, which you probably wouldn't have any more time for in 22 games, what would it be? What could help them win more? This is a real critical question that you must know. There's got to be one area that you're going to take to the bank. Number two, but on number one, don't forget this how. If you tell me I want them to shoot more threes, how are you going to get them more threes? That's what the how is. Number two, are there any players that should play less according to the rating and other statistics that you're looking at? Or are there any that should play more than they're playing? Listen, you got to make that decision all the time. And if you were in Detroit and the general manager comes down and says, we got a chance to trade for this guy with the Heat, you got to be able to look at his numbers and say, yeah, this guy can help us. No, this isn't the right guy for our team. If you could keep only one player, who would it be? Which one of them would you keep? Which one you have to build a new team? Which one would you want? Why? Tell me why you want it. And then in general, write your thoughts in general about this team. Now you're a coach. You got to pretend you're actually sitting up in that office in Detroit Pistons out in the boondocks where they have their arena, trying to figure all these things out. A lot of pressure on you. They're paying you $5 million a year, but they expect you to win. So these are the kind of things you got to deal with as a coach, or should deal with. It's an interesting little scenario for you. So go right to work. If there's anything I didn't explain well enough for you, you can always email me and I will help you. So now there's nothing more but to get on with it. Okay, well, there's the information you get, and now you got to go face the wolves. You got to go put that team together, make good decisions. You can do it. 22 games, it's a long time, and it's easy to get in the playoffs when you're in the East. So just go to work, and we will see you on Saturday. But those of you who want to participate, email me with your information by 6 p.m. on Saturday, the 5th of April. Have a good day.